Austria and this is not 7:42 in the morning.
Yeah, it's Seafield, Austria.
Who?
Seafield, Austria.
Seafield, Austria.
And we're at the hotel. Huck.
Huck and Puck. Where's it? Here.
Huckheader. Did you take the mountain up there?
And yet, scanning. You know.
This is our room
The
with
king
the
and
balcony.
the king and queen sleep there. RK and HK. And we're going to take you up here on a mountain from our balcony. Let's put you on top of the mountain with this camcorder.
You can't get it?
Yeah, I put you right on top of the mountain.
See the cable car going across right there? In between. It's red. Can you see it?
Oh yeah, going up the hill. Okay.
Ski right down there.
You start right up there. And then as you're coming down and jiggling like I am, right down. This is Olympia something right there.
This is where the Bonnie. when were
There's the shitter, the sink, and yawn tub. Yeah, on the ceiling here.
Okay. Well, Roger thought
That's what I said, or Luther. I have no idea.
Yeah, that's what we did too. So we did all around. Yeah, there's some nice stuff. We just looked.
I cannot. Everything looks blurred because that eye thing broke on it.
Huh?
The eye thing broke on it.
Now? Just now? Is that... And then go up and take a shot of the balcony on the flowers. Cafe Big Ben Bar.
Huh?
It says Cafe Big Ben Bar.
cannot see.
Huh? Here. You go. Like Roger and I were talking. I bet in the summertime this pack can change it. And then in the winter.
Also for the spring.
Uh-huh.
I think we're kind of in between the two seasons right now. It's wonderful.
Seafield Olympic Pool. My wife's whispering in my ear.
Austria.
In Austria. The date is 1993, October 8th. I cannot see what I am filming.
You probably filmed that one. There's a restaurant up there.
What's her name? $95
shillings for like there's one price
for all day.
and 120 for the swimming pool and the sauna. Oh.
Who? Mushy? Mushy.
Mushy.
Mushy. Mushy was her
She
name.
ate her dinner on the towel, and then they flipped it over and
She laid down and
cleaned
her nap.
Cleaned herself. Did you take home? That's
This is the backside of our hotel
in
in Seafield.
Austria.
Many Alps are right behind us.
leading to Switzerland, to the Matterhorn.
Church. What's the name of the church, Mom?
I don't know that for sure. Looks like
I don't know for sure is the name of it, I guess.
It looks like this skinny different.
Oh.
And bring in a profitable summer as far as the farming is concerned. Because first of all, they have quite a few of these villages here now. You know that lovely church we saw yesterday in Innsbruck, the Wilton Basilica there? Well, over here in Austria, they have to pay church taxes as well. Everybody has to pay a church tax, so half of the money there then goes towards the upkeep of the churches. In fact, the only way you can get out of paying these church taxes is by renouncing your religion. So it's a little bit of a problem sometimes, because some people sort of give up their religion because they don't believe in having to pay this tax. It's the same for the Evangelisch, the Protestants, as it is for the Roman Catholics. It depends again on how much you earn and how large your family is and so on, as to how much tax you have to pay. Some of these little villages, you know, in the winter months, for about 2 months of the year, they get no sun, because if you can imagine those houses at the back, just in there to the left, they're on the north side of this mountain chain here, and they don't get any sun for about 2 months. It's really cold down there. Another town of Stams just up here is the same. You can imagine it was almost the depth of this valley here, the inflation. In the Tyrol Ötzsee, because he comes from the Ötz Valley. And it's quite an unusual valley, in fact, because most of the valleys, they sort of start at this end near the main valley here and then work their way down the end of the valley. There's actually there's one pass that you can go over just in the summer months, but really it's a dead-end valley. But there's still a few parts of it which are still standing. Not this part here. This Autobahn here, of course, is relatively new. In fact, I think it was opened about 5 or 6 years ago. The old road is the one down there and to the right, goes up over some little hills. And that was where the old Roman road used to be. Because the Romans spent thousands and thousands of miles of roads during their time, and some of them are still in use today, in fact, some of the old Roman roads. Just been widened, asphalted, but taking the exact same routes as they did in those days. is the town of Landeck. Landeck really meaning the corner of the lands. And this is where the Inn River takes a bend. Goes round the left behind those mountains there. That's where we're going to be following the inn. But that's one of the most difficult parts to build because you have all the mountains and valleys to cross. Now you can see the little castle. See it? Oh, you'll be able to see as we turn the corner. People in the front can see it now, but you can see it on the left there. That's the Castle Kronborg, see? You wonder how they ever got up there, don't you? How they built that castle on the top. Well, horses and slaves maybe, and pulleys with ropes. Nowadays, if they have to build anything on the mountains, of course they use helicopters. And in fact, from here you can see the second of the castles. Just look at the mountain to the right. If you follow the outline of it down, can you see that's the Schorfenstein? Obviously it's going to get smaller and smaller. Just going up the mountain to the left is a cable car, the Bennett Barn it's called. You can maybe just see if you look behind you to the left up there. Cable car station. And this is where it goes from, just here to the left.
Oh shit. I wonder why that was so dark and had my glasses on. If I'm back here, I can see it.
But then Ron said, you know, when they were over here before,
Do I?
Get across the street there so you can. She can't see, Kate. Oh, look right up there. Looks like a castle or something. Take a picture of it.
Oh.
Is there written about how I want it to know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Get the flag on top. Swiss flag. This is San Moritz.
Santa Maritz's. All right.
Leopold, down to Kua.
Look at that over there.
This was one of the routes again that the Romans took, going over the Alps.
Thank you, sir.
I didn't know how to open it.
Oh, well,
Yeah, it's all right.
yeah, I'd forgotten to do that.
see on all of these mountains, see the different ski lifts there? All of them are used for skiing. Now maybe when we cross just up here now, into the right, there's some little marmots, you know, there's little Okay, we'll make just a quick stop here. You can take a picture of the road we're going to.
Still right, and I did the Grand Canyon about 2 weeks ago, and this woman was taking pictures of her husband and another guy. She kept telling him back. They just went over, and he swears it's the truth. Now I don't know yet whether to believe him or not. That was the last of them. Really? I mean, that's what he said. But he's like David, so I don't want to believe him. I know. And I'm so gullible. Now when you hear that, I'll be looking in the paper. Oh, I know, those are phenomenal.
The bathroom. Oh, that's one. I was taping my... That is pretty. This is out of my bathroom window. I get the shit here every day.
Come out and get the fish, the trout. Huh?
That's what
Hey, look at that ray. No, that's another trout.
Yeah, that's right.
I bet it's
It's trout, isn't it?
I think it is.
Huh?
Looks like trout to me. Got the polka dotties.
Lone wolf.
Yeah. Well,
He's the meanest
look
of them all.
here's the bread that they're gonna have bread today.
Yeah.
Fresh, harder than hell. Back here from St. Joe. Hey! Smile, you're on the camera.
Yeah. Hello.
Look at you, look at you. Oh, quit talking to your hands, you're on the camera.
The mountainside.
Oh, there's a better one on up yonder, I think.
You're right over here, Linda. Helen.
David, you ought to let me take you and Linda.
Yeah, get Linda.
Let me take you and Linda.
Okay.
You have to find us in the square, in the little yellow square.
There's a little spot there. Get right
Where's
here.
Leroy?
At the mountain.
Oh, yeah.
outside.
Get.
Oh, here's some hot.
Be cheap. I'm not there when you get down. You call home. Tell wife's gonna be late. Get the patent on this thing. Zero it in. Huh. This is yours, Angie. This is yours, Monty.
That's pretty.
And Jenny. And Jane. But they didn't have your size, so we're gonna go back and get it.
Going up the mountain.
Oh yeah, I'm right on his tail.
I wonder if that's the thing that they collect the milk from. You know, when it goes up the mountain? I don't know.
Might be, I don't know.
Well, I don't know.
He's not gonna stop.
Big hotel up there.
Oh yeah, palace, isn't it?
You know, I was looking at those Fords that they're
Mhm.
coming out with,
Yeah.
and they look just like those BMWs on the inside.
Uh-huh.
The Volvo here, never seen one like that.
Do you guys got a Volvo?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It's 740.
Yeah.
I cranked it down.
Of BBDs? No,
Get in here, Linda, quick. I'm gonna have it play that. Now it's too late now. Damn it, I'm gonna have to...
Look it on. David.
Goodbye.
Bye.
See you guys later.
See it? We were there, you can see it.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
These flop down here some way. I don't know how to do it, but anyway.
But anyway, they come down. Oh, don't break it. We just,
Oh, I see.
oh, we got it. Oop. I think you have to put the bottom one down first, probably. Yeah. Quick like.
I think they should.
You guys watch it.
Yeah.
Because there were curtains over there, but it's slow. Just looking up to these buildings.
Look at that.
We lived in the slums.
We were slumming it this last couple nights.
Captain was out there with his
And it was
telescope, and he said, "You see land? You see land?"
As close as that.
No.
You know, it was just.
So he got tired of the guy asking him every day, so he reached up there and he pulled a hair out of his head and he put it across the end of the telescope. And he says, "Oh, yeah." And he said, let me see. He picked it up and he looked at it, he said, "Yeah, and I see a camel going across."
Are you filming? Huh?
Yeah.
Okay, this is the ice skating rink here at Villers, up in the mountains. This morning they're doing a lot of training. Last night they had a hockey game on this ice. You're just in time for that? They're dancing. Yeah.
I love to watch them on TV. And I love this heat. Yeah, I like the ice skating.
Look at that, Amy.
Whoa!
Oh, yeah.
Get out of the way.
We got our rears.
Yeah, you got your rears taken. Smile, Eric. Even though you're not happy.
Effect of bless this house and the people in it. No direct heating. They leave them down there then all the winter until about, I suppose it's February, and then they'll bring them up behind glass somewhere, and then they start shooting again, and then in May time they put them out on the balconies. And it's really quite interesting, you know, these mountain villages, they're very superstitious, if you like, and they have these little ways, and they won't generally put their flowers out now until the middle of May, because in the middle of May it's 3 religious days. They call them the Icemen over here, and I think it's the 17th, 16th, 17th and 18th in the mountains on just a little road. Then I believe they have to take it themselves. I know some of the farms that we visited, they have to take the milk themselves to either the dairy or the nearest place where it will be collected.
Her undies and with the coat.
Get these
Bob
guys.
Grant's out of the house out in Dillon turned like that. And he took Clorox, washed the house, and got it back nasty. Clorox and water. The day we was there, he was washing the house. Every dog had a big long dick. And then after he got it back natural, he stained it silver.
They're not dressed though, these ones.
We're just taking them from pasture to
Take them
pasture.
into the
He's a
farmer, expect also a different field.
He used to ride bulls.
nice guy. His wife, Liz said, if you can't stay home and stay with me, then I'm no damn bull.
One cow's not going to get over.
Get her or him.
They're going to stay right in front of the bus.
We'll be gone.
Roger's got the movie.
Here, look at the cow go in the bathroom. See, and the kids are watching. See it?
Shook out.
See?
They look the same in Switzerland as in USA, guys.
They just come back over.
Yeah, I got it.
She's a big bill.
Where's this bus going?
See how big one bells on those
Isn't that dumb? Isn't that dumb?
He can't go around the house.
John coming the other way. Oh, where's that? Where's the kid?
Yeah.
He's over there. Oh, the kinder.
So that was just a few on the road. Imagine what it's like when you've got loads of them. I mean, you know, some...
Know why?
This way. The guy's grooming his car. See? He's brushing. Pictures of the flag. Can you get back here and take the store? 1744.
Where?
1744.
Up there?
That's beautiful.
Look at him over there.
Oh. Yeah, I got it, man. What you doing, Morgan?
Scared, one of them fell down, you see?
Yeah.
Scrape up your knee.
Part of it was on one side, part of it was on the other. I figured it was gonna. Then will you deep fry it or?
No, stick it in the fire.
Oh, you stick it in the fire?
Well, we'll use this on top of the stove.
Uh-huh.
We'll probably whenever.
Not just to see.
9.
Ailman. That's Ailman. Brrr. Brrr.
Empty.
Stand over there, I'll milk you. Eat, eat, eat. That's all you do.
Where the crystal is.
Oh, really?
Not me.
Old hotel.
Oh, this is so good.
That is so wonderful.
What's that?
What is it?
This is a bicycle barbecue. How in the hell it works, I don't know.
Recuperate.
No. Yeah.
Now, the Palace Hotel is up on the hill ahead if you can see it from where we are now.
You can't see it.
There's some
You'll
lovely
see it in a minute.
shops here. A little bit further on along the road is also a place, there's like a supermarket. I think it's a Spar, it's called. And if you wanted to, you could get a bite in there to eat upstairs.
Look, that's pretty.
right little, well you can see the pink, that's the Jungfrau mountain. The Jungfrau, she's 13,312 feet high. In fact, there are three mountains there, three famous mountains, the Jungfrau, the Eiger and the Monk. The Eiger mountain is 12,700 approximately, and the Monk is 13,100 approximately. There's a glacier underneath, you can just see coming down on the glacier there, in the middle. And you know they've built ski lifts there now, so that you can ski in the summer. As many people have tried to climb the north face of the Eiger and have lost their lives in doing so. Over 40 people have lost their lives trying to climb the north face of the Eiger. In fact, it was first time, not the north face though, but the east face was reached in 1958. The southwest in 1974 and 76, and in 1935 then there were attempts made to climb the north face of the Eiger. So many people though lost their lives trying to climb the north face of the Eiger that they forbid it. They wouldn't let anybody else try anymore. Then in 1937 this ban was lifted, and in 1938 two teams set out, two Germans and two Austrians set out to try and climb the Eiger.
Big as the neck.
Well, I can see his rear right now.
She doesn't have a bell on her rear.
Oh.
Yes, that's one of the military airfields just there actually. See how they camouflage the hangars? They put grass on top so that when you're looking from the top, of course, you can't see it looking down. Just into the left up ahead.
That's the pilot out there.
How about this right?
Oh, I can't see to the right. Oh yes, this is the back of it, just here.
Oh, right here.
Oh, this right here?
Yeah.
Is it?
Look like it.
I think I'm getting your glasses. I don't know.
Here comes a helicopter in. Right. It'll be up there.
Is that pretty?
What's the name of the hotel here, Mom?
Oh, Daddy, let's see. It's the Oberlin Hotel. Chateau Gillette Hotel Oberlin.
A menu. There's 4 different choices you've got. I've written them down, and it's going to cost either for, if you have a normal portion, 26 Swiss francs. If you want a children's portion, that's a smaller portion, it's 15 Swiss francs. So I've written down the board, and the one in pink is for those of you who want a small portion, and the other one is the large portion. And there's 4 choices, and they need to know beforehand. So if I pass this round now, and you just write a tick which one you want, and then they can have it prepared for when we get up there. So they've got either a pork chop, you call it chops, don't you? Yeah, pork chops, salad and roasty, or a Wiener Schnitzel, you know, a breaded schnitzel with salad and roasty, or a rump steak with salad and roasty, or a pork scallop. That's almost like a fillet. You know, a scallop is just meat. It's really what a Wiener Schnitzel is normally made of as well. It's a slice of pork, natural, done with salad and roasty. So I'll hand this round now. If you could just put a tick as to what you want, or just put a 1 or a 2 if it's 2 of you, and then I can phone them up and let them know in advance. Also at the side, I've put anybody who still wants a map, who hasn't had a map yet, and would still like me to mark out a map, if you just put again a tick. Do you call it a tick? Yeah. Oh, a check. Okay, a check.
You heard it? Wow.
bit of a muttering going back when I was a kid. Oh, it doesn't like gorgeous.
Yeah, it really does.
Oh, looky here. I know. Now, does your son-in-law own the funeral home there, or he works for it? Red Plant, yeah. That's a big place, yeah.
Because this is Lake Tourne that we're driving around now. Some of you know this quite well, I think, from yesterday. Took the boat ride across, or you didn't take the boat ride across. You took the train there and back. It's 11 miles long and has an area of 22 square miles, between 1 and 2 miles wide generally, the lake. It's quite cold at the moment naturally, but in the summer they do swim here in this lake. You very often see them swimming. Also windsurfing, you know, with that sort of like a surfboard with a sail on it. That's very popular in the lake. Now, you most probably can't see, but I can. Up ahead of us is the Nissen mountain. It's just a sort of a pointed mountain all on its own. There's actually a cog railway which goes up this mountain. Nice, there's a lovely view from up there. There's no skiing or anything done on this mountain. It's really just there for the view. In fact, the Nissen mountain, they might do mountain climbing up there, but there's no skiing on it. And it's a cog rail. No, it's a what do they call it? A funicular railway. It's like a railway which is on the ground, but it's pulled up by a cable. Very steep, and at the side of it, there's about 11,000 steps. We'll make a stop this afternoon and see who gets up there first.
God, here we go, Mama.
Now you've all had experience with the castle steps. No, but the last time I was there, in fact, they were having a competition, and it takes about, I think it was 30-40 minutes to get up on the cog railway. And do you know, they were almost getting up as quick on foot, some of them. Really, it was from people all over the world. They were being televised, and oh, it's unbelievable. There they were. Oh yes. 30-ish,
Okay.
I would think.
Thank you. Eat again.
Now that when you
I mean. Right.
I've got a sweet old man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
My lavish lunch.
Yeah.
Did it? Did it? Oh, really?
Yeah.
At the train station.
There's another one.
How are we doing with the list?
Checking it twice. We're clicking it twice.
Tick, tick, we're ticking, just like the bots be ticking. No.
I bet it's not. Cold.
Beautiful houses, typical Emmental houses these are. Look at the flowers on this house coming up. Isn't that magnificent?
Look at the flowers here. Look at the stuff to the left. There's the Volvo there.
The barn at the back.
Here's their barn, right?
Oh, the beets, yeah. Sugar beets.
Look at the apple.
They were all black here. Did you?
Where's the list? Here it comes.
Right there. Hurry up, Dave.
Other hand.
way up in
Well, time to eat. Here we are. No wonder she's wanting that list. you fellows, I mean you folks that were at Swiss Lodge, remember Hans and Kurt Glauser come to visit us. This is Fritz Glauser, and he's a cousin of Ernie Glauser. He has three sons that are master cheesemakers. Hans will be here today. And we're off. Take the camera. Okay, goodbye.
Here, we're in the shade. I'll probably get that thing back so people can get by. I'd rather have it
Wie macht man es jetzt? Und kann sie eigentlich? Nein, probieren Sie es. Das ist ja viel netter. Aber das Problem ist auch noch, hilf Ihnen.
You remember the Stubers farm? Yeah.
Good morning all in the cheese factory in Open. And first we make a tour in the cheese factory, then we have a little bit cheese stand and drinking fountain, and then we go to a farmer for looks at the farmhouse. That's right?
Yeah.
Very nice. Very good.
Oh yeah, and possibly please.
And in the evening, then in the morning. And with the milk from the evening, the cooling of 12 degrees Celsius. And then in the morning, we're heating the milk of 33 degrees Celsius. And we make mixed with the milk from the morning. And then begins the fabrication of cheese. The farmer brings the milk in the bottle like this, here, and then we have a system for pumping, sucking out the milk to the inside.
And it's weighed there. Yeah, you bring it warm, and the farmers don't have any refrigeration. They subsidize the creamery to have refrigeration. They refrigerate the milk.
It's working.
It's working. Learn something. Learn something.
For heating in 40 minutes, and then we burn 30 minutes, and then we come from here this garden. And then you will see after cell.
Down in the dungeons.
No cigarette ashes in there. As they go through, let me up here and I'll explain a little bit to you people that didn't hear. What happens is after you weigh this in the nighttime, it goes in the tank. Why did it come back? And they cool it there. Now he's making cheese right now and it's on a time. He's got time.
Ich bin Engländerin und ich bin in Österreich verheiratet.
No, they bring the milk in at 6 o'clock in the morning, 6 to 7 in the morning, and 6 to 7 at night. The night time they put it in here in a refrigerator for them. They come in at 5 o'clock in the morning, turn the heat on, and heat this up, and then 6 o'clock they start accepting the milk. Then they started, this morning they started at 7:11, they started heating it, and then they put some chemical, some acid, some type of chemical in it, causes it to ferment. And now they're bringing it up in curds. They got things bringing it up in curds. Yes, sir. My brother is a cheese maker in America. Got one. The beehive is here. The bee. See, the bees come in there and they go to the backside and take the honey out. And three, standing right next to a beehive. This is all a beehive. The bees come in this end and take the honey out that end. His son has much bigger.
Used to make cheese in the morning, and then we have cheese for 1 day of the press for giving the form. And then cheese come down. This here, it's cheese from yesterday. And then put it in the salt water for 2 days. The cheese coming in the salt water. Then the cheese come out and rest for 4 to 7 days in this cellar here. And then comes the other cellar for making the holes. The moment the cheese has not too hot. This is the brine room where they're sitting in here and they're making the brine, making the rind on it. They dip them into a salt brine, and it's out of the salt brine they bring it into this warm room and it makes the rind. And then after it makes the rind, then they take it into the cold room and keep it. Yesterday morning the truck was here and they were loading out cheese they made in what do you say, June? July. Loading out the cheese they made in July. So right now it's just making the rind.
It's all the same
Be Bill days. How many days?
In this the cheese make the holes. In about in 60 days, when the cheese is 60 days old, is finished, you have the holes on the inside, and we take in another cell was cooling, and for making the holes, it's 23 degrees Celsius. So it's a bacteria and makes the holes. Special culture bacteria.
You have to turn them, don't you?
Yeah, we turn every week the cheese and cleaning a little bit from the grass.
Do you always make the same kind
Yes.
of cheese?
Yeah, we make only Munich cheese. One cheese is about 200 pounds.
I cirka 3 måneder. De har rett lån til. Ja, det er jo ikke det skjer egentlig hodder.
And the cheese factory, the owner from the cheese factory is the farmers. It's an association from the farmer. And it's have the cheese factory. And my father rent only the factory. And then he buy the milk by the farmers.
So it's like cooperative. Cooperative.
See, we learn cheese making now. We have to do 3 years for learning the cheese making. Then he makes an examination for this. And he works 4 days in the week in the cheese factory, and 1 day he goes to school.
For how long?
For 3 years.
So then that's an apprenticeship.
Yeah.
3 years.
What do you do with the waste going off this, the water?
The waste?
Yeah.
The farmer takes back to his home, and he have pigs.
We don't see no people.
You will see.
They're not being inside.
All inside.
Cheese goes on the shelf and the wine goes on the floor. Yeah. 19 what?
1991.
Yeah. Must have been a good year for him.
What are you waiting for?
Så vi tager.
I can get better if I'm away from it.
Yeah, this here is the old cheese. You have the holes on the inside. And yesterday, sir, it's very full. And then the wholesaler is coming and taking 93 pieces of Emmental cheese with him. So it's not too many. And when the wholesaler comes, he takes from every cheese a piece like this here for controlling is the cheese good or not good.
Så til en gris for much.
He looks how many holes is on, and the best is 2.5. 1 times 2 over 3.
And they test it all.
Because it's even, nummer 8 verwutscht. Ja, nummer 8 verwutscht, hè.
You can look now. Here's the hole.
Not supposed to have many holes. Like the watermelon. Excuse me.
Wholesale comes. It takes a little bit and make a taste.
Does he do that with every cheese?
With every cheese.
Jeez.
So we have control over cheese.
Probably a skinny little fella.
Can this be made, can you make this Emmental in America? Like this? Can you make Swiss cheese like this?
Not direct, no. Because we use the milk, raw milk.
Raw milk.
Raw milk.
Whole. Only pasture. Just fresh milk.
Out the other side.
Those are beans.
Well, they come in here and they come out down here. See it down here on the bottom?
Uh-huh.
What is that?
Heather and
Heather and Mums?
Daisy Mums, Phones. Wait, Bill moved. Tell Bill to run over. I want to reach him too. Yeah, I know.
The smallest store in all of Switzerland, right there.
Most expensive. Okay.
Look at all the different pieces. Umbrella.
Now you will be in slides all over the same film.
We have coffee, we have tea, ice water, whatever you like.
Steak.
Thank you. Love it. And Mr. Cooper. Mr. Cooper, love it. Come and get whatever you want. Come up.
They're a good one. I can drink them dry too.
If you want some little older tea, they have some right over there.
That's called bird poop.
That's very old.
Saw a flag there now. Laying limp though right now. Yeah. Oh geez.
That's an oasis for the flowers.
Ah, so.
Roger said it tasted like old cheese.
Got a crumble in your mouth.
That's oasis for the flowers.
got a picture of Oasis.
You want a piece of bread, buddy? They got
Please.
Okay. Yeah. She buys the bread.
She buys it? Oh well, hell, I wouldn't eat it.
You're going to get it.
I know it.
Ooh, excuse me.
You didn't do nothing. I got more.
Oh, yesterday when we went down there and went up in that chalet, they this is the week that they have firing over on the mountain where we were, just right over it.
That's my call.
Another black cat. Is that all they have over here, black cat?
Because the mountains suck all the snow out of it.
No maid home. You're paying her for the wrong thing. What is that up on top of that hill? Steeple. Is that a church up there?
Sure looks like it. Sure looks like it. A restaurant? Thank you.
It's a restaurant, folks.
Restaurant. Roger always has his eyes upward.
Yeah. I look up to the Lord.
It was a restaurant?
Restaurant.
Tell people about it and they won't understand.
We're over across
We're in the gutter over there.
You're over here.
You're supposed to get a straw, not your wife. Take care of the flowers there. Wait a minute. Hold it. Do it again. Oh, your mother would be so proud of you. Behave.
Ooh. Maybe he's got the lock one too.
Betty's not in a bad mood.
No, she's not. That she was in a bad mood yesterday.
Is that an ashtray, Dad?
Yeah, but I wouldn't put it in there.
Oh, okay.
I think that's what they all told me. I believe in
Okay.
She went to the bars and this good too. What is it? Well,
30-some years ago, she married me.
Morning, everyone.
Morning.
Morning, Eric.
Morning, Eric.
My bicycle? I don't have one. I think Vicky and Alan both have bicycles.
yeah.
Alan does.
Yeah.
Oh, she did.
There's the Jungfrau. She must be poking her head out. There she is. Look at that.
What'd she call us?
The mountain.
Young
Young
Hope we have it like this afternoon. Exactly. That's when we want it. When we go up there, underneath the Jungfrau. This morning we're going to be taking the Autobahn actually down into Bern. Then we'll be doing a sightseeing of the city. And then you'll have approximately 2 hours in Bern to either sightsee yourselves or do some shopping. There's some quite nice shops in Bern. Before we make our way back. Then we'll come back to the hotel just so that if you want to drop your packages off and maybe change your shoes, because this afternoon when we go to the Lauterbronn Valley and go to the waterfall there, you need relatively good shoes up there because you know, you get the spray off the waterfall, so I should wear good shoes. And again for tomorrow, when we leave to go to Lucerne tomorrow, we're going to go and visit the Farm Museum, and there is a little bit of walking here at the museum, so you want good shoes tomorrow as well.
Don't even have to take a rest.
detail for you. In fact, it's called a chapel for the day. It's a population of 350,000. Then comes, I think it's Geneva with 190, Basel 170, and then Bern with 150,000. And Bern is actually the most beautiful, I think, of the cities. Zurich is a very cosmopolitan, and Geneva is a very cosmopolitan city. Basel has a lot of character to it as well, down near to the shores of the River Rhine. But you'll see when we come into Bern, it really is a very attractive city. It's also the largest canton in Switzerland, and it has a university. And the legend about Bern is that in 1191, Duke Berchtold V of Zähringen, he wanted to build a new city for his people, and he chose the site upon which Bern now stands. It's almost surrounded by the River Aare. You remember I was telling you before, A-A-R-E. It's almost like a moat going around the old part of the city of Bern. And he vowed that the city would be named after the first animal that was killed when they were hunting the territory. But of course the first animal which was killed was the bear, which is now the emblem of the city. Bern actually means bären, which is the plural of bears. And it became the seat of the Swiss federal government in 1848. The houses that you'll be seeing when we come down into the city, they date back to around the 15th, 16th and 18th century. Before that there was just wooden houses here in Bern, and then in the 15th century there was a large fire, most of the houses got damaged, so they then replaced them with these beautiful yellow sandstone houses, and it's sort of terraced, going from the River Aare up to where we're going to be on this plateau above the Aare River. Old part of town now. They're not allowed to change the outsides of these buildings at all. They have to leave them as they are. Doing so, of course, makes it quite expensive to live in these houses. The insides of them, they can modernise them how they like to, but the outsides of them must be kept as they were originally. Of course, the fountains of Bern are a very famous thing as well. All these beautiful fountains they have, most of them depicting the bears. The most famous one of the fountains is the one of the bear eating the children. And this is really just a legend, you know. The parents used to say to their kids that down on the shores of the Aare River there was this demon down there, or this figure down there which would eat the children, just really to frighten the children away from playing on the shores of the River Aare. And they've depicted this in one of the fountains of the bear eating the children. That's most probably the most famous one. And to me this is one of the most beautiful views of any city in Europe. I think it's just all the terraced roofs of the houses, the red tiled houses there, the yellow sandstone houses. You'll see the beautiful St. Vincent's Cathedral in the distance. We're going to drive into the city then, but I wanted you to just see this lovely view here because it really is magnificent coming down. Down to the right, look at that, isn't that gorgeous? That's St. Vincent's Church in the background. The sun, well, it's not too bad. The River Aare is way down below us here. Now what, I shouldn't take pictures, well you might just get between the trees, but when we stop eventually here we're going to be just down below here, so you could make a little walk up to here if you wanted to, or there's another path which goes up the hill to the left to the rose gardens there, and you could take a picture from up there. But look at that, isn't that gorgeous, the way they're terraced? That's the famous Kramgasse there, Kramgasse. This is where we will be parking, just down here. Eventually, we're going to go into town. These are the bear pits now, just in here, to the left. That's where the bears are now, but you'll be seeing those later. our river. You see how it acts as a moat now, just almost going around this old part of town. This little road going up here now is most probably one of the most beautiful roads, the Kramgasse, with all the guild houses, the tradesmen's houses, with wrought iron signs going We're going to come back down this road on our way down. This is all the old town here. Just in here, the church and the back of the town hall. Town hall is into the other side of this now. I don't know if we can see it from this, just into the left. When you walk up into town, and when we drive through, in fact, you'll see all the arcaded sidewalks. They have 4 miles of these arcaded sidewalks in the old part of town. See the different flags of the different cantons you're seeing up outside the houses. You can see the flag of Bern to the left with the bear. Hotel Schweizerhof, one of the most expensive hotels here in Bern. Mostly a Protestant city here. Seeing the bicycles there now, you do know that most of the bicycles here in Switzerland, they have an insurance with them. They all have a number on the back of them. Have you noticed that? If you see them parked anywhere, so if any get stolen, they have a number to go by. It's one of the largest department stores in Switzerland, most probably one of them. It's also where the daily market is. See, they have some little market stalls here, and in fact on one day of the week, I'm not sure which day it is, I think it might be a Wednesday, they have the market stalls all the way along here as well. But you'll see as we come up a little bit further on into the left hand side, the beautiful market. They don't only have fruit and vegetables, they have all sorts of things. They have handwork things as well very often. They've got some here now, the flower stalls. Coming up into the right hand side of us is the Parliament building. Just here now to the right. Dates back to the end of the last century, the building as you see it there. In fact, it was built in 1896, completed in 1902. It's Italian Florentine style. Just look, this is the main part, just here to the right. That's the main entrance, just into the right there. Here's the market now. You can see in 1830. The tower dates back to the 13th century, and it's been in use ever since 1530. Just been renovated. Now the clock itself, you must look left as we go around the corner here. The clock itself shows the time, the month, and how the stars are lying. It goes off every hour, once an hour, just before the hour. So you need to be here if you want to watch it. It's nothing, it doesn't move an awful lot, but if you want to watch it moving 5 minutes before the hour, just look into the left, here it is. And the little bears over there, you see they move round just before the hour. Goes on for a few minutes. Down this road here, the famous Cram Gassy. Look at the beautiful fountains here. These are the tradesmen's houses. Very often they have wrought out signs outside the houses. You can see which profession the tradesmen were. A little bit further down we should be able to look into the left-hand side then to see the town hall. Beautiful Gothic town hall. As I say, they've got 4 miles of these arcaded streets here in Bern. Beautiful road, this one, all the flowers. Just down to the left now, that's the town hall. Look into the left here, at the back. See that beautiful town hall? All that lacery work, they call that Gothic lacery work. So all these fountains now that you can see, they've all been covered with like a plastic coating. We come back now down to the bear pits again. Cross over the Nidec Bridge just in here to the up ahead of us, 85 foot high up above the River Aar. In behind the bear ports over to the right of us, this is where there's also some public restrooms. But otherwise you can go, when you get into town, there's quite a few department stores there. And that's most probably where your best place is to use the restroom. There's even a, I think, McDonald's in town.
Get down there by the tree there.
Yeah, I don't know.
Go ahead and take it.
Isn't that something?
Mm-hmm.
I'll get him up there in the tree. He's not going. Yeah, he's going up there. Yeah, he's going up there. Look at him. Damn, they go all the way up there, huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
Get ready, I'll make a perform.
He's going to come down because he's going to get something to eat now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Roll over. Roll over.
Watch him. Watch him.
Oh, yeah.
He's playing with the bears.
Look at it. Big old thing.
Ready? Yeah.
Hey, Dave, come here. Daddy.
Roll over. Roll over. Roll over. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Ah. Dance. Dance. Yeah. Applaud. Applaud. Yeah. Come on up. Okay.
Come on up. Yellow.
Dance. Yay. Nice bear. Go. Out. Out. There you are. Oh, yeah.
There's some.
Junior's still trying to get up the tree.
Yeah.
Lay down. Lay down. Lay down.
I didn't go here.
Look, look, look.
Oh,
Couldn't face anymore.
yeah.
You getting all that?
Yes. Wasn't it?
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, yeah. There you go. Yeah.
They show like fish, don't they?
Do they dance?
Look at that. Oh. Oh. Goodness.
Yeah.
Here, up here. See this stuff moving right down here.
The what?
The little stuff is moving.
Back side of the clock. Burton. No, burn. What is that supposed to be?
What?
Fountain. Tony the Tiger. No, I guess that's a lion. And what tower did she say that was?
I'm not sure. It looks like a gateway to the streets here.
Coming out of a water closet.
Is that yours?
I got it. Do I? Out of my garden. Carrots are out of my garden. Maybe they're not mine. Do I?
Yeah, call that.
Ja, ook al nee, dat zijn ja. Goed, als het beste is, doe je het voorhand al. Ja, doe het voorhand al. Probeer even wat verder.
Poisonous snake. Look at that, there's that pig's feet there.
Look, they have those sandwiches. Do you want to get one of
Yeah.
those? With cabbage.
Did that just for you.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Oop. Eric's telling her that he don't have enough money to go on the ride. She says, by golly, you'll find some money.
Wie niet?
Oh, the hell with it. You drive.
Oh, you going to his family? Oh. Oh, you go look at that. You won't be with us much now.
They were to be there that very day. They were in Manhattan, and I was just so anyhow,
For the railway now, I just found up, it's actually 46 Swiss francs Going up and up and up.
Inflation.
It's 46, which is, what was it? What do I put up there? About $34. So, if you put your names down, I think some of you got a little problem with Swiss francs, and maybe it would be better if I get the tickets for you and then you pay me back, say this evening. Yes, this evening, because I have to pay tomorrow for the farm that we're going to visit, so I'll need the Swiss francs then. But you could maybe pay me this evening, the Swiss evening and the railway. Grindelwald, Wengen, it's all a very, very famous skiing area. We'll be going over to Grindelwald after we visited. What we're going to do first of all is to see the glacier falls, they're called, the waterfalls. We're going there and see the falls. Then those who are going up the mountain, we get dropped off at the railway station to go up on the train. Those that are not, Eric will take you round to Grindelwald, and you'll have time in Grindelwald for shopping or going for a nice coffee and a pastry or whatever you want to do. Exactly. Standing or laying. Lots of waterfalls going along here actually. The one we're going to see, the Lausbrunnen one, is most probably the most famous.
Now dare her say that. You could even begin.
Just coming up ahead, yes.
You do. And you do. I don't know. I don't even know. But she's young at heart. Yeah, you know, and that's how age right now. You know, first part, yeah. And you worry about. Well, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. And I knew how you felt.
First time, of course, the north face of the Eiger was climbed was in 1938. That was the north face. The west and the east sides were climbed before that, but the north face, after it's been closed for about 8 years, they closed it off because so many people lost their lives. And then in 38 they opened it.
Yeah, I'd like to. I said, Raj, why are you back? I told this more time.
Yeah, it was on top of the existing house. It was like they were going to go up another floor.
You took a tour. Did you? No, I didn't know. Geez, when?
No, we were here in the
Yeah.
It's back here, baby.
Where? What is?
Right back there.
Oh, that waterfall?
Yeah.
Oh, they're all along there.
Isn't that sun? Oh, they're all.
Yeah.
Now the waterfalls that we're going to, there are 10 glacier waterfalls inside the mountain, And there's an elevator which goes up inside, which we can take. So it's probably best for you to keep with the elevator. The path, although you don't think it's very far down, wander around up there, and you can go up. From when you get on the elevator, you can go up and just wander around up there. Take some pictures.
Oh, we're going to take a helicopter.
Cold because it's cool in there where the water's coming down, and it's also you've got the mist, of course, of the water coming off of the falls as well.
Mist of the falls.
You can go up on the helicopters.
The Trummelbach waterfalls, actually, they drain the glaciers of the Eiger and the Monk and the Jungfrau, and they carry 220,000 tons of debris, really, per year. Up to 20,000 litres of water come down there per second. Per second. In fact, they're the only glacier waterfalls in Europe inside the mountains which are still accessible. You've still got daylight, but it's sort of carved almost like a screwdriver out inside of the mountains. You'll see as we get on there. The Eiger Mountain's actually behind us. When we take the train down from the Kleine Scheide, the train is on the north face of the Eiger. It's been cut out of the north face of the Eiger. And those of you who go along with Eric, you'll see it as you come up to Grindelwald. Grindelwald lies...
I can never see them when I'm looking at this damn thing.
Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it with my eye. I can't catch it with this here. Oh well. You heard it anyway.
Yeah, that ain't right.
Oh.
Yeah, eventually. But everybody that you say that ends up saying this stuff. So you know it kind of gives you yeah, yeah. Yeah, you wonder. No,
Oh, no, it started back.
Isn't this where we get on the elevator?
I bet they wanted to latch onto that, haven't they? Several. I bet they wanted to latch onto that, haven't they? Several.
Mm-hmm.
Are you coming, sister?
What was it?
Watch that, don't bust down that shaft.
How we get out? Go back down.
This way?
Get out. Now, there we go.
Nick Diesel was the one with the wall on
Pretty, aren't they?
Uh-huh. He is?
Oh, bye.
What's that say, 25 pounds?
25 pounds.
Let go for how long? Hour complete. Yeah, you charge them an hour. Here we are. And look at these cows there, Roger. Right here.
Sub-boss, sub-boss.
No one has none. We're on
He has no
roll.
friends. Ah, that's what you said.
I tried to sell him some for 20 bucks. He wouldn't take them.
Well, now there's no cars up in this place.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is. There's one right over there.
Sue on?
Yes.
Oh my God, Sue got off. Here she said for everybody not to get off. She did. Here she comes now running.
Run, Sue, run!
Get over there.
I can't see that one.
Can't see that one.
Can't see it.
Can't see that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we're going down now. The glacier, where the bluish tint is, that's all ice.
It's all ice under there.
In there. Is that blue? See, here's a great big one. Look how it's hanging over the cliff here. And then on up the next station. Oh my God, there's where we're going. What is this up here, Sue?
The young crowd.
No.
Weather station.
It is?
Yeah.
Now, where's the young crowd?
This is the young crowd.
Right here.
And that's the Igo. The three of them are there now. The young crowd, the Gulf, and the Igo.
The North Basin? Is that what she said? North Basin?
What?
What she said this was?
Young crowd.
Young Brow. Brow? Roll.
No, this is the Igor.
I go.
Reisende nach Grindelwald, bitte auf dem Bahnsteig warten. Nächster Anschluss 16:02 Uhr. Die Züge fahren in 15 Minuten ein. Your next connection to Grindelwald 4:02. Trains will arrive in 15 minutes. Please wait on the platform. Achtung, Gleis 1 und 2 Züge nach Mengen.
Got his little whiskey cake on. That kid.
That's the one that found frozen Fritz.
I'm gonna walk over here and take a picture of the St. Bernard.
Okay.
With the wire thing on it where you can close it back up?
Smile, you're on the camera.
You're on
Yeah.
I can't understand how go in yellow and come out green. Yeah. Watch him come in. Got him?
Got him.
There he comes. That's up.
We was up here this morning and some guy was feeding.
Yeah.
Mrs. Walter. Not to gas her. Ritter?
Open them up and show them how to lay down in there.
Ron, can you hold this up? Now, it's pretty good size. Maybe I want to take a picture.
Almost fall in there.
Just a second.
Nobody home.
Now, look. Individual graves looking like this.
Yeah. This is where Dave does his best work, right in here.
Yeah, right here.
Did you get that one, Dave? Yeah. It was kind of dead.
Oh, they're feeling pretty good.
Well, aren't they, though?
Isn't it something?
Okay, we'll just drive the bus a little bit further up because it's a little hill to walk up before we get to the entrance. So they're going to let us take the bus up there so that you can get off and Eric will come back there to collect us. The guided tour is going to take a... Well, what you could do is you could maybe just wander yourselves. You know, those of you who don't want to do the tour, you could just have a little wander around on your own at your own speed then, okay? Those of you who want to do the tour, I would suggest you do it because it's quite...
Bird.
This is the Ballenberg Swiss Open Air Museum. Did you get that?
Allenberg.
They were the cheapest sort of windows you could have at that time. Actually, in fact, when this house was first built, windows were mounted through Switzerland and of course it took decades before the further...
Okay, cuties.
Come on up. Yeah, I know, I've only got little apples. Oh, that's no good, just a stalk. I've only got little apples today as well. Here you are then.
Oh.
Not
Ooh.
this, but you do frighten the lights up.
Oh. Curly-headed pigs.
Here you are then. Come on.
Yeah.
It's a bit slippery down there. I think they're... Have you been able to take photos of them standing up? Because then I'll throw the apples forward.
Okay.
Okay. Here you go.
Oh.
One more then.
Get out of here.
I just don't risk it anymore. I sort of stand there shaking and suddenly my hand will go in. Come on.
Beg him.
Do they have piglets?
Got to, I think.
Here?
You got that boar in there.
Yeah,
They got it.
Maybe they don't reproduce them.
Is everybody all right?
Yeah.
Are they having litters? I mean, do they have piglets?
Well, yes, they should do. These ones, he was born in November last year and she was born in January. And so I think they're hoping that they will produce next spring. The last lot we had to be put down. And he has a pig and use food as well. But their bacon now and their lard is far, far too fatty for our delicate stomachs. You have drinking water, but this is just recycled. Anyway, I'd just like to tell you something about this particular building here. It was built in 1710. In that case, it's 100 years younger than the other one that we went into, but it looks a lot older. The simple reason they've been able to use far more of the original wood. You can see on the roof we have shingles. They're in quite bad condition already. Anyway, there's 257,000 shingles. This house comes from Marty Steele in Canton of Bern. It's rather a nice story that goes back very tragic.
I'm getting it.
Every 10 years or so there's a production in this is kind of
of sausages. If you could smell it in here, it smells like sausage.
Smells good.
This
We're going to be hungry by the time we get through. Look in this room.
Hello.
You have ancestors from Emmental. You do?
Yes. Most of them. They make cheese.
Not yet. Yes, I'm so we're going to this house here. You're all on your last.
This is a little ridiculous.
You could see a house.
This is exactly like your grandparents.
Dick. Redner made one time. Alfred made one.
all their good valuables, clothes and so on, like she said. So the fire, if the house burnt, this was still there.
Up there to dry, or they hang up any vegetables that could be hung up to dry. The threshing room is quite interesting. It's made, you have the wooden pegs, instead of going in straight, they put them in at an angle you needed. It made the whole building, the whole wall a lot firmer if you put the wooden pegs that they made themselves in at an angle. But what we'll do now is go into the living room. I don't know if there's any spinning or anything going on.
I like the star.
What I like about this building is he likes symmetry, the owner, and so he added, when he turned his house and everything, he had the hallway like that certain width, and he's put a bed in the other side. And so if you were cold, or you just let cold the oven and into a warm bed. And the oven is lovely and warm. Now this comes from a Catholic area in this house, and normally in a Catholic area you find what's always, apart from here, of course, it's always an exception to the rule. It's always normally diagonally opposite to the oven. So that when you were sitting on the oven warming yourself, you have God straight ahead of you. You know, you keep on the straight and narrow. You see God in front of you all the time. And it's a German attractive. Okay. That's the only reason I really wanted to show you this is first of all to do with the sacred corner of the bed and the cooking that's going on in the kitchen. So shall we go into the kitchen? There's a hatchway here too, which was quite handy, which is rather neat. In fact, they've left a hole there. There's a grip somewhere to pull along there, but a hole here. And I don't know,
if whoever was working in the kitchen was missing out what was going on in there, could have a little
Peek
look through and see what was going
Then
on.
he needs another helping.
That's right. Okay, so we're going into the kitchen now, perhaps? From the left? Yes, please. The wooden pegs that they used for their washing.
We're getting a little warping there. A little warping. The floor.
It's always hand paint. And normally paint the season. Oh, it's her name. That's her name on there.
And it's a very old recipe, it's a very old meal, and they're made with apples from Uster, which is near Zurich, and we've only got the one tree in the museum that's growing here. We have several fruit trees growing here from various areas also that are in danger of extinction, and so we have just this one Uster apple tree growing.
Sure, here we go. That's your holiday
And
junk.
she's doing her washing up as they would have done, and they would have used those sort of bowls too in those days, just small bowls, and mostly being. They would be attached to the legs, and then you could walk off and carry your cheese like that, and it was quite safe.
Only I bet the ladies did it.
No, I don't know that they did. Actually, the cheese was pretty heavy. Does anybody else want to have a go? They had wash day just twice a year.
Twice a year.
Twice a year. That was it. They used to have, when a woman got married, her dowry was expected to consist of at least 120 sheets, 40 pairs of home knitted stockings, and enough underwear to last her a lifetime. And if she was a really good catch, she'd also have a whole trunk full of linen that she'd already woven herself, you know, all this bottom drawer stuff. And that's why she had to have so many sheets. Their wash day was very complicated, and of course they didn't have soap, and they used to collect the ashes from the fire, and they would be sieved several times until they were very, very fine and put into a small bag, sewn into this bag, and then they were put in a large cauldron, and then they would add into the cauldron, they'd put the washing, they'd put water, they'd also put resin or perhaps lavender to make it smell a little bit better, and then it would be boiled up. It would boil up, and then they'd leave it to cool, drain the water off, pour it all over again, and this could be repeated up to 14 times depending on how dirty their washing was. The ash in it is like an ash lye, and that of course attacks the grease, breaks down the grease. And then that was just washed, the washing was just washed, and then it had to be hung up, and then by the time it was ironed, and they used to starch their clothes with something a bit like wax, I think. It used to give it a very shiny and hard, well, it was very stiff and very shiny, but of course then you wouldn't get the dirt on it as easily either. Anyway, that was their wash day. That's what I really wanted to tell you about. They used to hang up as well. The dirty washing used to be hung up upstairs in the attic out of the way. They didn't just fold it up and fling it into a corner like going to the wash basket like you do nowadays. It was hung up and kept out of the way until it was time to be washed. Okay, there are other little bits and pieces, no doubt, were washed perhaps down by the river a little bit more often, but that was the actual boiling wash took place just twice a year.
When did you start getting more frequent?
I suppose when life became a little bit easier, perhaps, but probably not until, I don't know, I wouldn't like to say, but I can imagine quite easily, not until perhaps the beginning of the 20th century. I would think, I don't know, until they started to get perhaps something that was made life a bit easier, to do the actual washing. I don't know when washing machines were invented. When I say bathroom, I mean really the bathroom near the loo, and not the loo. And he said they don't have bathrooms in these houses, you know, they have public baths, and you have to go down to the village for one. And I had to ask my husband if that was true or not, and he nearly had a fit. So apparently it's not so long ago that they used to have public baths and that sort of thing, and not always in their houses. Although they used to have tin baths and that sort of thing, it was always very complicated. Anyway, I mustn't keep you too long, it's 11:45.
Do you talk to your camera when you take pictures?
I don't like my sound of my voice.
Oh.
pan bread.
We went up there, yeah.
Take the lid off of it.
Dati ba't sinisipa yung ano?
Like,
See, he's
like
got his up
the
on the
priest.
post, see? He's smarter.
Yeah, he's really.
You know, my dad loved horses. In fact, when he was a kid, he broke horses. They
Did
bring
he?
the wild horses in, yeah. And he, you know, they always say horses are so dumb.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Pigs are smarter. That's what they
Oh,
said.
God,
Yeah.
really?
And boy, Daddy, he could train them. They would even open a fence.
Yeah.
Gate.
That's good. You live
I'm
in
going to be
the
74.
Oh, don't say that.
I am.
That's young.
Harry coming out of the weeds. I think he's looking for mushrooms. They're not in season. These three hens are talking about something. Wave, guys. The bus has already left.
I think they're making a new road, like a tunnel, which is going to go through here eventually, and they're taking down rock from the mountains to catch it so that path as well. They make an air vent in the tunnel. or 5 years ago, there was a landslide which completely cut off that road there, and they've had to rebuild it again. We used to have to go down past the church and around there on a small road to get up to all the farms. Down at Leesville, another pretty little town. A little bit further on up. Sarnen, S-A-R-N-E-N, Sarnen. Beautifully clean. If you ever come on your own, it's a lovely way to spend your vacation, just for, you know, stopping at different places and staying in these little villages at the private homes. It's spotlessly clean, actually. You can't generally eat in those places, but you'll always find a restaurant nearby somewhere. But it's a nice way to get to know the locals and the families that have these homes. Super fry, that's right. Another famous bridge, you know, here in Lucerne, the Spreuer Bridge, dates back to the 15th century, 1407, or the Bridge of Death. The paintings in it are of the Dance of Death. They were restored in the last century. And up behind now, if you just look up to the right, you can see part of the old city wall. We're going to just the right there. 15th century bridge, the Bridge of Death. 1407 that dates back to that bridge. See the tower just up there to the right? That's the Menli Tower. You see it just up here? Well, you can see it actually in the evening. Maybe when we go to our Swiss evening this evening, it's lit up in the evening. It looks really pretty then. All the different towers, the 9 towers, which were part of the original fortifications of Lucerne. Several different ones here. And it's in fact up on this hill behind Lucerne, where a lot of the wealthy people of Lucerne live. Another one of the towers just into the light tower, clock tower. So you can walk along the edge of the fortifications there. They all have names, each one, yeah. The Powder Tower was the one we just saw back there. Then there's the Alevinde. We can't see them all actually from this road, and the Windley Tower. that lovely building you can see just up here to the left. This is one of the schools of Lucerne. Gymnasium, like a high school. Another one here. School up ahead of us. No, the one that branches into the right of us. As we cross over this bridge, you'll see the old chapel bridge, or will you? There it is. Oh. That's the old chapel bridge, it was called. You'll be able to take it as well when you're on your own, of course, here. The chapel bridge actually is the oldest bridge in Europe. It dated back to 1333. It had a red tiled roof. You can see part of the tiles. And in the roof they actually had paintings of the history of Switzerland going back through the centuries. They were actually copies, luckily. They weren't the original paintings. They were just copies. They were just copies, yes. There was 120 paintings of the historic things, martyrs and heroes. So we'll make our way now up to the Lion Memorial. We'll get off of the bus so that you can come in and see it. We've got 18th century, when the Swiss soldiers were fighting for Louis XVI, the mercenaries, and nearly 800 of them died at the storming of Tuileries. There's a writing on it in Latin which says, "Courage and faithfulness of the Swiss." On the left-hand side are the names of the soldiers who fell, and on the right-hand side it's the names of the soldiers who escaped. The 19th century. It actually dates back, though, the thing itself, the figure itself dates back to the last century. Beginning of the last century, Louis Ahorn, he carved it out of a sandstone rock. It's natural rock it's been carved out of.
Isn't that pretty?
Huh?
Ah, there we go.
This is the famous lion. Courage and faithfulness to the Swiss, it says on the top up there on the right-hand side. Swiss soldiers who escaped, and on the left, the ones that fell. I don't know what that says, I'm afraid, but something in Latin might be.
And there's no one in the group? No.
They can.
If there's no one here, I will.
You will. Those of you who want tomorrow, look at the faces on
Pictures of them forever.
Something's moving. There's probably some birds.
Birds?
You've never been here?
You got it.
There it is.
What is it?
That's the lion,
The pussycat.
the slain lion. Okay. Let's move on.
We've had
That's
it.
it. Oh, that's good.
Roy Rogers and Dale Evans.
Roy Rogers and Dale Evans up.
nothing besides a lion.
A real tiger.
Tiger in her tank.
The new style.
The new lion.
Where's it?
Short boy.
You can stay longer. There are other boats coming back. I mean, that's just a sort of a turnaround one. But you could stay longer if you wanted to. So that would be an idea for you if you wanted to do that. Or you could go to the Transport Museum. I think the entrance to the Transport Museum is 15 Swiss francs. The railroad station is just over the bridge on the left here.